Well, happy Thursday morning, everybody. Sweet Daddy gonna head outside, get a little fresh air. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm loving is a life for me. Oh, the gator the gutter, not gator. Herman's headed to the gator down in Volusia. Gonna win me a gator trophy, but there's the gutter. Yeah, I think she's getting away from the house a little further. So respond right here. Is the gutter heading out, or is the house moving? Or is it expansion, contraction, Kentucky paction? Look at there. She right. All right, Louie in the house. Louie in the house. All right, now, so breaking news in the garage area. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Chris Stapleton, the singer, along with Rick Hendrick, and they got themselves a nice sponsor, car number 40. God, I remember I ran number 40. It was the worst time of my life. They're headed to Daytona with driver Justin Allgaier. Man, let me say that again. That was a mouthful. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kelly Earnhardt and, JR Motorsports, they received a phone call. The way the article read, now listen, I read the article, okay? The article says Dale Jr. and Kelly Earnhardt received a phone call, I guess, from Rick Hendrick. Rick Hendrick are real good friends with Chris Stapleton, the singer. And they got themselves a sponsor. And so then Justin Allgaier said, they called me in, and I didn't know what it was about. So Justin Allgaier is going to drive this car, and they're going to attempt to qualify for the Daytona 500. I'm laughing. So odds that they will not make the race are very low. How many people think that this car will miss the race? That ain't going to happen. I think it's going to be all hands on deck. That's my opinion. I think Hendrick Motorsport, along with the shock and spring team and, the caster camber settings, the techniques of the body, the little situations prevailing, I think all hands on deck from Rick Hendrick over there to Junior Motorsport, and I think Dale Jr. and I think Kelly are going to make one hell of a team, and I think that Justin Allgaier going to hold a pretty wheel. And listen, if you go back through last year, remember how good Justin Allgaier was in the Coke 600? Remember, because Kyle Larson was late getting in from Indy. Oh, remember? Look here. Herminator's smart. So Kyle Larson is late getting in from the Indy 500. Justin Allgaier gets in Kyle Larson's car and hauls ass. Shocks the racing world. Doesn't shock me because, look, Justin lives right over there. He's born and raised in Springfield, Illinois. He just right up the road. Of course, I know the whole family. So I know what Justin's capable of. He's a hot rod. Justin Allgaier is a hot rod race car driver. So he did a hell of a job in that car filling in for Kyle Larson. I think he was up to like the 10th or 13th? And so just a reminder that Justin Allgaier is a hell of a race car driver. So I'm sure he'll get up to speed, get qualified, and so I think they got everything just the way they need it. Now, let's talk about this situation. NASCAR, the races right now are through the roof. The NASCAR races are the best we've ever seen. The racing in NASCAR right now is the best we've ever seen. Side by side, door handle to door handle. I've done documented that. Don't make me repeat myself. The 3 wide finishes at Atlanta. These races have been unbelievable. However, I've always been complaining. And you know, listen, I know you all got big memories. You all got memories like an elephant. And I'm very aware that you all will remind me what I say, especially if you trying to hate on me and get my point across. Get your point across. So I've always been consistent in my delivery. What have I always said? I've always said NASCAR Cup Series needs to create some superstars. The only superstar we got in the Cup Series is Denny Hamlin. What's that? Oh, now you're mad that I said that because you don't like Denny Hamlin. That was Amy Earnhardt. I was just telling Amy Earnhardt she's a hit, and she just responded. That's really cool. Going over to Kenny Conversation, Amy Earnhardt is up. 25,000 views overnight. That's a hit. William Byron won the Daytona 500, and he could walk right down the street and nobody know who he is. We got to create more superstars, more bang for the NASCAR Cup Series. And my friends, this is where this comes in. This will be one of the first times since Michael Jordan, and I got to be honest with you, I think with what happened late in the winter there a couple months ago, Dale Jr. took that late model stock, put a number 8 in Budweiser on it, went to Florence, and they said he sold like over $200,000, like we're close to like $1 million in late model stock souvenirs. Dale Jr. So if Dale Jr. can take a replica number 8 Budweiser and go down to Florence and get the fans jacked up on Sundrop over a late model stock race, can you imagine the ratings if Justin Allgaier will get qualified, and he will, for the Daytona 500? Can you imagine what Fox is going to do with this? This will be one of the first times where the car owner is bigger than the driver. Hey, that's a quote right there. That's a quote right there. This will be one of the first times where the car owners, are more popular than the driver. Now, I love Justin Allgaier. He's my buddy, but I know Justin agree with that. Can you imagine when Justin Allgaier fires that motor up, gets ready to qualify? Where do you think the cameras are going to be? You're lying to yourself if you don't think the cameras are going to be right on Dale Jr.'s face and Chris Stapleton and Kelly Earnhardt. Oh, hey, you know the NASCAR offices right now, they got slobber coming out of their mouth. They're like, they're talking to Fox TV right now, and everybody's getting the cameras ready. This is good for the sport. This is what we need. We need to create more superstarism. We need more superstarism. And this is just what the doctor ordered. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is back, baby, as a car owner in the Cup Series. Right where he needs to be. All the wealthy car owners. Chip Ganassi, who is not a Cup car owner anymore. If you ever watched that when Dale Jr. was interviewing Chip on Dirty Mo on the Dale Jr. download, Chip was like, Junior, come on, man, get in. You know, of course, Chip got out. And Chip got out because of a lot of different reasons that I don't want to get into. But it was just time for him to get out. But Justin Marks picked up right where he left. So Justin Marks bought him out. So he's okay. Chip Ganassi's just fine. But I think this is the biggest thing that's happened for the sport, and it's going to be big because now they're going to be able to use Dale Jr. from the garage area, right where he needed to be. You know, Dale Jr. in the booth, you could hear his voice, but now we can advertise Dale Jr., Kelly Earnhardt, Chris Stapleton, this whole conglomeration. So that's what I mean when I say we need more superstarism. All right, everybody. Respond right here. I told you everything. I told you what's going on. I told you my thoughts. I told you why I'm consistent. And the racing's great, but we just don't have any superstar drivers in the Cup Series. Denny Hamlin's the only one. Denny Hamlin's the only one because he's the only one brave enough to take it on. And if you remember that, Darrell Waltrip, Rusty Wallace, Tony Stewart, those are the boys we're missing. Even Dale Sr. gave some incredible sound bites. We don't have any Cup driver anymore. And a lot of that's Jeff Gordon's fault because he wants them all to stay real low profile. And I've told him that. This Formula One type driver where we march. This whole perfectism is where you drive the car, act perfect. That's dumb because it hurts the sport. We need some gangsters out there, man. Dale Jr., Dale Earnhardt, they're gangsters, along with Chris Stapleton. Come on, kick it back. Hey.